I may say something shocking, but that is the truth, and our compatriots in the diasporas do need to realize this after all. Some projects ongoing in Artsakh now. They are building 100 houses or 1,000 houses, I don't know for sure. Some are giving away money for other projects on reconstruction of schools, roads and water pipelines, thus thinking they are doing good to the homeland. You are not doing good in this way anymore. In the past, maybe this was a good deed or the best of what one could do for a homeland from afar, but now this is quite harmful, because all that today, please listen till the end. If there is no governmental and ideological change in Armenia, then everything you do, including the houses and water pipelines, the roads built throughout the territory of Armenia, will be handed to Azerbaijan. They will come and own all that. This will not happen, and all your investments will be saved only when a national government is formed in Armenia, and the only truly national force, the National Democratic Axis, takes the power.
Եվ Հայաստանում միակ ազգային ուժի, իրականում միակ ազգային ուժի, Ազգային-Ժողովրդավարական Բևեռի իշխանության
We do not seek power. In fact, we face a lot of hardship for the sake of this country and the salvation of the Armenians, because we are in the process of destruction. Hence, our compatriots in the diasporas have to realize two things. Firstly, they don't have the right to be disappointed in Armenia, in the situation in Armenia. There is betrayals and so on. As you know, we all are pretty disappointed, and so what? Are we to sit inactively and say that we don't do anything as we do not trust anyone? Follow us, understand and see our plans, and support us. Secondly, apart from the above mentioned, be active and put pressure on the Armenian regime, and please do stop flattering, taking photos and standing by the government that is currently in power. This of course relates not to all the diaspora but to some sacred groups. If you really consider yourselves to be Armenians, if you are worried for your homeland, you just have to oppose this regime that is subject to the Turks, Azeris and Russians and follows a specific plan of handing Armenia part by part over to the enemy. You must shift from disappointment, stress and depression to actions. Consequently, it is vital to boost governmental change in Armenia. All your investments must be done in politics, for them not to be handed to the enemy like they were in Artsakh. Over $10 billion investments made by the diaspora in Artsakh have been gifted to the enemy just because of verbal agreements made between the regime in this country and the Azeri government. By the way, the greatest part of Artsakh and the most important regions like Kashatagh and Karvachar have been handed over without any struggle, just upon Pashinyan's wish. These regions weren't occupied by the Azeri, by the enemy, and in fact it would be very hard to occupy the mentioned territories. And that is the reason why Armenia today has no control over Sunik, because Goris-Kapan road is actually monitored by the enemy. Even though only one part is in fact under their physical control, but that very part is crucial and it allows them to control the whole road. Hence, Armenia is being handed over to the enemy. And by the way, recently in Armenia, not only in Armenia but also among people in the diasporas, I have noticed such a blameful attitude that should be given up. Nowadays, many people in Armenia say that they have nothing to do with politics. They want to stay apolitical. As I had mentioned previously, they say they don't trust anyone. All of the above mentioned is a blameful indifference. You can't keep staying indifferent. There is one way, one recipe to salvation, and the recipe and the path for that salvation today, unfortunately, unfortunately is offered only by one political power. I say unfortunately, as in fact there is only one power existing. I wish there were more, but alas, there aren't. That one power is the National Democratic Axis. Do support the Axis, do support in the diaspora as well. Be active, because if you are not, you will be limited to admiring your homeland by looking at the pictures of Ararat placed on your walls. Then you will add to the pictures on the walls the pictures of Yerevan, as you have already added those of Shushi. And what will we gain after all? By singing mourning songs and so on? Enough. There is a way out, but that way is shown by only one political power. Support them. If you are not familiar with the National Democratic Axis, do familiarize yourself with it. If you don't want to, then at least fight against this regime for their removal and for not letting the previous powers to return. I am sure the diaspora is capable of doing this, as the diaspora has a great potential and it also has an obligation to support Armenia, because the diaspora is nothing without Armenia. Everyone has to realize this, and Armenia on its side is badly in need of the diaspora support. Not the financial support or the support by investments. All that is of no value now when this regime in Armenia is handing the country over to the enemy.
Չունեն եւ չեն ունենալու, քանի դեռ Հայաստանում այս ռեժիմը երկիրը հանձնում է թշնամուն։
Բաժանորդագրվեք ազգային ժողովրդավարական բևեռի YouTube-յան ալիքին։